So what are we talking about today, folks? We are talking about the mind. But the Zen mind, it gets real. That's why this trance is on. Because we're going to talk about what? The Zen mind. Okay. So, I'm done. But anyways, um, hey, how's it going, folks? Another helpful tip for you today. I got this trance music coming on in the background. It's actually my PlayStation 4. I actually had it on by accident yesterday, but it sounds pretty cool. So I guess I might keep doing it. Who knows? But anyways, I'm still reading the book, Beginner's Mind, Zen Mind, and the chapter I read today talked about posture. Did you know that most people think that the mind and the body are two separate things? And did you know that most people think that the mind and the body are actually one? Well, the truth is, they're both wrong. Interesting, right? Actually, they are, but they're not at the same time. They are dependent yet independent of each other at the same time, right? But it's important to understand that because they are basically two sides of the same coin, right? You can't have one without the other. Uh, it's important to have good posture all the time, as I've read, whenever you're doing things. For instance, if you're reading in a slump position, or whenever you're in your bed, or you're very comfortable or whatever, you're more likely to fall asleep and lose focus. It's true because I just did it like 1 hour ago. I was in my bed and I was just like laying on the wall right there, and I was reading the book, and I was reading the book as as he was telling me, if you're in a slump position, see how hard it is to read a book, and watch you'll quickly doze off. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And I fell asleep, and I was like, oh man, I need to sit up, and. But it's things like that, the little things like that that people don't catch, that will hinder their success. It's very important to understand this. A lot of times you'll see these geniuses, I guess, with not so good of a health. It's a limitation on itself whenever you have a smart mind but not a fit body along with it, because you're reducing how much work you can do within a day or how much you can get done. If you're always getting tired all the time and you're stopping to get some McDonald's or something all the time, you're literally limiting yourself because your body is not at its full peak position. At the same time, you may have the fittest body in the world without any intellect. I mean, not everybody wants to be a professional bodybuilder, right? So it's really important to understand that these are two of the same things. You can't just do one and ignore the other. You can't just go to school and ignore working out. It's very important. So yeah, I mean, really take that seriously. I know a lot of people don't do exercise on a regular basis, but it's not that hard. And it's not that hard to read on a daily basis either. You just need to get into the mindset of doing these things daily. And I cannot stress that enough. I would probably say it in every one of my videos some kind of way, because it's just as plain and simple as that, folks. Remember, posture all the time. Good posture. Straight spine when you're sitting in your car so you don't doze off. I've also done that. Straight posture whenever you're reading. Invest in a good chair. I mean, the successful businessmen, they don't buy a good chair for nothing, right? So, tip of the day, folks. I'll see you later. Have a great night. Talk to you later.